Hi, Chelsea. Great analysis. I really loved the poems that you chose, and I love the direction that you went into with them. I totally agree with what you're saying about how these poems are not really the standard, or I guess expected poetry that we would anticipate from the elite within ancient Roman society. But kind of taking what you were saying about how the focus is on these love stories and they're very passionate and they're very vulnerable. I kind of thought about even the virtue of like selflessness of doing things in good faith, etc. Because within ancient Roman society, we see that it's very much a huge virtue that you put the needs of others before yourself, and so this kind of derives from this idea of being selfless. And it's also very much connected to their civic duty. I remember in the reading it talked about there's a civic duty that we have, which is a responsibility to be aware and have a mutual respect and consideration for everyone within our community. But that much more, it was like being able to have this consideration and mutual respect and concern for those in our community, but it was for the purpose of allowing it to translate for us, or excuse me, to translate into allowing that to happen on a personal level and on a societal level as well. So even though it's not expected, I guess I can understand maybe where it's coming from in terms of if they are supposed to have this heart and this mindset of being concerned for others and putting the needs of others first, and they are able to do that in society, then we can see where maybe they're that much more able to do it within their personal relationships too, so long as it's obviously a mutual thing. So even though, of course, they are a little bit, I guess random, or not random, but they're a little bit like, oh wow, I didn't realize like this is what they were going through, or that they felt things so passionately. It is nice to see, and it's also nice to see how there is so much passion, and that could be maybe because everything that they were striving to do within their society, they were really trying to do it in a very firm and clear-minded way. Maybe even things like the relationships that they were into. So thank you so much for sharing.